Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. Today is Thursday, March the 4th, 2021, and today we call Thursday Thoughts. So good morning to all of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Just so that you know, good morning, Pastor Alex. I'm still in a worship space, but we're going to get to the news today. But I have that song ringing in my head. I won't go back, can't go back to the way things used to be. That song is just ringing in my ears this morning. Good morning, Cassandra. Good morning, Kenya. Good morning. But yeah, that's the song that was just playing. I won't go back. I can't go back to the way things used to be until your presence changed me. That song is in my ear. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, Kenya. Good morning, Kelly Lee. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Felicia. I know that the presence of God, good morning, Kenny Stanley, is still just powerful in all of our lives. Something happened yesterday. Something happened. Good morning, Awana. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning to all of you. Y'all, something happened yesterday. Good morning, Pastor Antoinette. Good morning. And I just know that God is stretching us and pulling us. Good morning, Yvonne. So yeah, that was the song today. I can't go back. Just can't go back to the way things used to be. Good morning, Liz Pryor. Good morning, Kim Edmondson. Good morning, Patricia Lyles. Good morning, Donita. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to you. Y'all, we are really family. I just hope y'all know that. We are really family. And I understand that there'll be mornings that you're like, oh, I just don't want any news in motion. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning, John Gore. And there'll be days that you're like, I'm missing it today. And it's all cool. But that does not disconnect us from the family that we are a part of. Good morning, Laverne. Good morning, Patricia Newton. Good morning, Regina. Good morning. Y'all, good morning, Davia. Good morning. And I was going through the thread. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Good morning. I was going through the thread, and I believe it was Damia who wrote on a thread that Damia said about Davia. Good morning, Julie. That she did I think it was a 2-part series. It might have been 3. I know I caught 2 pieces of Davia's video on forgiveness. So y'all might want to check that out. Y'all may want to check that out. So Davia, if you can put the link somewhere in the thread where they can see that, whether that's on YouTube or someplace else, that would be great. But y'all, I want to say this. I don't know who was sharing yesterday's video. I have no idea. Good morning, Tracy Burrs. But we started getting a lot of emails from people talking about they needed that word. People, I don't even know who they are. And this one particular young man, I'm assuming he's a young man, said that his back was healed. And I was like, well, can you heal my back? Jesus, you healed his back. Good morning, Dana. So this was someone who was writing in saying, well, who are you and where are y'all located? And is this a church? I said, no, it's not a church. Good morning, Mary Jenkins. But y'all, whoever was sharing this video, and I don't know if they saw it on YouTube. I don't know where they were able to see it. But people, we had at least 7, 8 people who wrote in to tell us that word. And it wasn't, God just used me to deliver it. But people were blessed by that. I had an inbox message this morning, where you have message requests if they're not your friends. And the request, not something just, normally I delete those. I'll just be honest with y'all. Because I don't know if somebody's trying to hack. But I clicked on it. And she gave me this whole testimony about her life and about losing her daughter and how she had to, that word that I gave yesterday about releasing, how that spoke to her. So y'all, thank y'all for whoever shared that because people were touched. And I'm sure there were more people, but people were touched. Good morning, Laverne. So anyway, that song is ringing in my head. I can't go back to the way it used to be until your presence came and changed me. If y'all have never heard that song, I need to listen to that song. All right, y'all, let's get started. Today is Thursday, March the 4th, 2021. All right, y'all, let's start with politics. I don't want to, but we have to. Several news sources reporting that the House cancels today's session after police warn of possible plot to breach the Capitol. So that's happening. Y'all, the House scrapped plans today for today's sessions after security officials warned of a possible plot by an unnamed militant group to breach the Capitol. The decision to move up the votes legislation to last night came after officials continuously warned them of the credible threats of violence circulated by right-wing extremists that March 4th is the true inauguration day. Yeah, y'all, that's happening. And people really believe that today, that occupant, the last occupant, will be sworn in for a second term. That's happening. I don't know where they're getting that from, but that's happening. The Senate said they're still going to convene today, so the Senate is at the Capitol, but the House just said, we're not doing this again. We're not even going to chance it. But y'all, I really have a question. I don't want to stay here long, but I really have a question. Why do people think that's going to happen? I don't understand. I don't understand. We're talking some brilliant people, some smart people. Why do they think that's going to happen? So if y'all have any answers, please put them in the chat, because I don't understand why they think today is going to be the day he's sworn back in for a second term. I don't get it. I really don't. And it's baffling me. But there are people who believe that. I was watching something on the news yesterday afternoon. I think I was on either BBC or PBS, and people were coming on who have left the QAnon, saying that people really believe that. They really believe it. So I'm a little perplexed by that, but there are people who believe that. Now, just because you resign doesn't mean anything. And y'all, this is New York Times reporting. The Inspector General reports cites that Elaine Chao, y'all know her, that's Mitch McConnell's wife, was using the office to help family. Anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised? You know, she received all that PPP money, which I didn't think she was supposed to get it, but that's another story. Y'all, I just want to stop right here just for a moment. I'm trying not to do this because this is supposed to be news, but I just want to stop just for a moment and ask this question. How many of you, and be honest, how many of you find that you are struggling? If you find that you are struggling and you're vulnerable about it, can you just put it in the thread? If you know that you're struggling and you want to be vulnerable about it, can you just put that in a thread? We're family. Can you just put that in a thread? You don't have to give details, but just put it in a thread. Because when I read this about her, and I read that, you know, they're multimillionaires, and there's nothing wrong with that. Bless you. That's what you did. You did it. Hopefully you did it on the up and up. Bless you. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I just keep, I don't want to say but, yeah, I do. But I could just keep thinking about people who are authentically struggling, whether that's spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, whatever that may be. Thank you, Marianne, for being honest and saying that you're struggling. Good morning, Jeffrey Allen James. Asking prayers today, having surgery. Jeffrey will be praying for you as you're having surgery. Thank you for sharing that. Lori is saying yes. Okay. Mary is saying her nonprofit and she is struggling. Okay. And Mary, don't forget that word God told me to give you yesterday. Lori is saying she's struggling. Okay. And the reason I'm raising this, Diane is saying she's struggling. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being vulnerable. The reason I'm saying this is because I think from our place of struggle will help us define the action that we need to take within our community. I see you, Adrian. Within our community, I'm emotionally struggling with so much going on. Okay, Deborah, thank you for your vulnerability there. I believe that's the place we can start. When we're talking about news, that's the place where we can start. You know, so we hear that the U.S. Supreme Court, they're now hearing cases about the Voting Rights Act. So from our place of struggling, and thank you, y'all, keep putting them in there. From our place of struggle, I believe that's how we can amplify our voices. I really do. There's a lot of research, and there's a lot of study that shows that the place that we're struggling in, that gives us a platform to amplify our voices. So here we have Mitch McConnell's wife. There's I can say so much about this investigation, and it goes on to talk about how the DOJ, the Department of Justice, the DOJ department, where they declined looking into what she was doing. But now it's starting to come out how many people were benefiting. So people were holding offices, benefiting their business, their family business. They may have given their family business over to someone else temporarily while they were holding office, but that still gave them a pathway to send that money to different directions. So when I read about this, I wasn't surprised about this. And it's interesting because now this is coming out. This has come out. Well, did it come out because Mitch McConnell scolded the occupant after the impeachment hearing in his speech? But then if you notice, what was it, a few days later, he said if he would run again, he would support him. He had his backing. So what is really going on here, y'all? So from that place of struggling, I believe that gives us a platform to raise our voices. I really do believe that, because if enough of us are struggling around the same things, that gives us a justice team, if you will, to do something about it. So it's understanding, this is not in my notes, it's understanding that when it comes to the Voting Rights Act, and we were going to do this workshop yesterday, I'm not doing it today, but I'm going to just touch on a few things there. Why is it, and I want y'all to think about this, I have the answer, but why is it that this has become a part of the conversation over the last 4 presidents? You mean to tell me y'all haven't done anything with this yet? So it appears that it's a hot item that we can keep talking about it. We want to hear about it. That's going to give them the votes that they need to get into office. But then once they get there, it goes on the back burner. But see, y'all, if those of us who are struggling would amplify our voices and say enough, do our research and say, you've been talking about this for the last decade and a half. For the last actually 2 decades. So we've gone through several presidents. This was your platform. This is what you said you were going to do. And we still don't have that done. That Voting Rights Act, that could be an executive order. So why aren't we signing this, Biden? Yeah, I'm calling you out and I'm putting you on the forefront. Why? And y'all notice his numbers are starting to plummet. And well, I'll say decrease. They're not plummeting yet, but to decrease. Because he's now changing even the $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package. That's changing. He's saying, okay, I'm going to stick with the moderate Democrats here. So we're going to change. Instead of the $100,000 income, we're going to take that down to $80,000. Why are you changing? We heard of $50,000 when it comes to student loan forgiveness. Now we're back down to $10,000 student loan forgiveness. Now everything helps. Don't get me wrong. But why are we changing all of a sudden? Why are we changing? And I asked that about struggling because, y'all, that is where, again, I've said it like 5 or 6 times now. Those are places where we can amplify our voices. We just have to have the resources, which I know several people who can help us get the resources. Now, I'm not talking financially. I'm talking about tools so that we can write and help build some of this legislation that's coming forward. So I wanted to say that. So we're not surprised about Elaine Chao. We're not surprised about her at all. Y'all, now he done gone from malarkey to Neanderthal. Yeah, that's Biden. On Wednesday, Biden had a few words for the governors of Texas and Mississippi for ending mask mandates and rolling back other coronavirus restrictions, saying the last thing we need is Neanderthal thinking. Y'all, he can come up with some words. Now, Governor Cuomo said, I'm not resigning. He pretty much said in the New York Times, I didn't apologize. Now, y'all done got my apology, but I ain't resigning. That's pretty much the stance that he's taking. I'm thinking, that's interesting. He's like, look, I didn't apologize. There's nothing else y'all getting from me. There's nothing else you're getting from me. All right, y'all, interstage right. The Washington Post and Politico's reporting that Representative Ronnie Jackson, Republican from Texas, a former White House physician to 2 presidents, bullied his staff, made inappropriate sexual comments about a female subordinate. Now, isn't it interesting? I hope y'all are watching this chess game that's happening. So now, Cuomo came out, apologized, they're on him. Now, somebody from that side threw out, well, here's somebody else. Now we're playing chess. So we're going to get all these people who's going to have all these things said about them. But what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Hello, somebody. What is going to happen? Yep, that's what he is doing to me. And it's sad. I read it. I'm like, you a physician with 2 presidents? You were doing these things and nobody was saying anything? What is really going on? So now, y'all, we just going to watch a chess match play. Somebody gonna be over here and say, king me. Somebody's gonna come over here and take the queen. Somebody is gonna just go back and forth, back and forth. What they're doing is they're knocking out people who are viable for some serious offices, y'all. This is what's happening. Pay attention to this, y'all. Pay attention to what's going on. This is the perfect timing for us to take action. It really is. It's the perfect timing for us to take action. It's the perfect timing for us to put together somebody, a valuable candidate. Now, I know y'all not trying to go there yet, but I am, because everybody else is already there too. Y'all, 2024 y'all thought 2020 was a trip. Wait till we get to 2024. Wait till we get there. Wait till we get there. So they're playing chess right now. They're just playing chess right now. So watch next week. Somebody else gonna come. It's gonna be a Democrat. But see, they brought down 2 Republicans this week. Elaine Chao, who is connected to Mitch McConnell, and now this Representative Ronnie Jackson. Como said, "Oh, y'all came from me. Let's get to it." It's just getting ready to go back and forth. Y'all watch what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all, should be on somebody's national news stage. Anyway, show us the money, y'all. Blavity News is reporting the father of the black teenager, Michael Brown Jr., an activist from Ferguson, Missouri. They're demanding $20 million from Black Lives Matter. Yep, they're saying they're now a prominent movement, and they said, and they're saying they've forgotten all about them and about the freedom fighters killed and jailed in pursuit of social justice. So on Tuesday, Tori Russell, director of the International Black Freedom Alliance, and Michael Brown Sr. released a joint video statement condemning the foundation for not supporting the families it said it was intended to help. Yep, they're asking for $20 million. This is going to be interesting. Yep, it came out after CNN busted them and said they raised $90 million last year. So what? Everybody else raising money too. So what's really going on here? So y'all, want y'all to talk for a moment. I need some interaction this morning. This is just where we are today. I'm needing some interaction, because we even have CNN and NBC reporting that, you know, the $1,400 stimulus checks, $75,000. That's going to be the cap. So what about? And this is what's happening. I'm looking for that number. Hold on one second. We have about 17 million families who's not going to get anything. Yeah. So let's talk. Again, y'all, a place to amplify our voices. Y'all, this is news. This is news that we need to wrestle with, and we need to think through. We need to think through this, because this is unfolding before our very eyes. So what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it, y'all? I'm pausing just to ask that question. Y'all, Kellen Winslow II, former NFL Pro Bowler, is sentenced to 14 years in prison for multiple rapes and other sexual offenses. What? Who's watching these people? What is happening? Y'all, this news is heavy today. It's heavy today. Y'all, we have also the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics that was postponed from 2020 to July 2021. They're not sure what's happening with that either. And they're also looking and investigating some of the Olympians. What is really happening here? What is happening? Do we need to have parliamentarians or sergeants of arms or watch people watching over our athletes? What is happening here, y'all? This is unfolding before our very... Y'all, this is the news today. This is the news today. Y'all, and there's some that I've already skipped. This is the news today. You know, we got Instacart. Instacart's not a bad thing. Instacart raised $265 million at a $39 billion valuation. What? Hello, somebody. They making some serious cash. Yeah, it's so deep. They're making some serious cash, y'all. Instacart raised $265 million Now, 265 million, but get this, their valuation is at 39 billion with a B. So we went from 265 million with an M to a valuation of 39 billion with a B. As business continues to go during this pandemic, it's continuing to soar during this pandemic. Y'all, and it brings me back here again. Our businesses, our side hustles, our freelance work, whatever it is that we're doing, have we not positioned ourselves to receive an evaluation with a B for billion? And why not? Why not, y'all? Why not? You know, I even looked at Black Lives Matters. And by the way, Black Lives Matter, they have, last time I looked, it was like 79% supporters that don't look like me. So what is it, what aren't we doing? Or what do we need to do? Y'all, this is news. And I really want to challenge all of us today to ask the question, what are we doing or not doing? So let me break that down. Are we spending so much on things that truly don't matter? They may make us feel good, but they don't matter. Or is it that we are so, and I'm asking questions here, I'm not pacing babe. Or is it that we're so greedy or self-centered or selfish that we don't sow into other people? Seriously, I was on a group, on Facebook group. Y'all, none of this is in my notes. I was on a Facebook group, and I was looking at this group that every business on this group, all they do, they just sell they're just posting pictures of their products, of selling. So I challenged the group. I did. Y'all know me by now. I challenged the group. I said, well, why don't we all, instead of saying the products, just tell us what you do without showing a picture or a product. Then there were several people who participated. Then I gave another post and I said, well, why don't we take what we've received from this thread and share it on our pages and share it with our people and encourage people to go and buy those products. I said, y'all, this is how we grow. Only one person did it, me. So what is it about us? Are we so entrenched in our business that we don't want to give to other people? Yeah, that's really starting to bother me. I'm really perplexed by it. Let's go back to Elaine Child. She was like, okay, we're going to get this money over here. We're going to get this pot of money over here. We're going to help this group over here, you know, because they were still all connected. So what do we need to do as Black and brown people? Y'all, we're missing something. We are missing something, y'all. We're missing something. You know, the Bible says it plain and clear. You reap what you sow. Where are you sowing? Where are you sowing? Where are we sowing? You know, and I loved your post to me about Black History Month. I loved what you did the entire month. Absolutely loved it. At the end of the month, I was sitting there thinking, okay, let me look at so many Black and brown businesses that I want to buy from. And so I was doing that. Reached out to Adrian, got something from Latrice, got something from a couple of my daughter's friends that they sell. Just was going down buying stuff. And I sat there and said, what is it? What are we missing? So I was in a conversation with my mother-in-law and husband in Atlanta. We were in a conversation. And I was like, what are we missing? What are we missing here? Because when I'm in Atlanta, I'm going places. When I'm in, I was masked up, double mask. People were looking at me like, do you have on 2 masks? Yes, why you have none, but whatever. But I was looking, we were in line. You know, Black people get in line in Atlanta to go into stores. Black people get in line in Atlanta to go and eat. And the lines were long. We just knew it was going to be an hour wait, so we going to wait an hour. But we still got in there because the food was amazing. The products and the services were amazing. And I said, how can we take what Atlanta is doing and duplicate that in other areas? I know y'all right. Y'all, girl, this ain't the news. This is the news. This is the news. What do we need to do? I really want some strategic person on here to help us develop something. You develop it and we will all jump on board with you, whoever that is. And I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, but we need to do, that's right, be a cheerful giver. Yes, y'all. We need to give beyond, and don't hit me, beyond the church. We need to give your tithes and offerings to the church, to your local body. I'm not disagreeing with that. But other things. Think about every time you get that cup of coffee, wherever you get it from. Could you not sow that to someone else? I'm not talking about sowing $500, $1,000. I'm talking $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Y'all, this is what we need to be doing. We're missing something. We are truly missing something. We are truly missing something. And if y'all wonder, yes, she downstairs and my son, just in case y'all want to know. But we're truly missing something. We're missing something. We're missing something. And I don't know if it's that, I won't go there. Never mind. Let me keep going. So y'all, that's Instacart. So y'all, the coronavirus numbers, if you want to know about the coronavirus numbers, 29 million. I'm trying real hard not to say what I wanted to say. Stick with the coronavirus numbers. 29,456,377. Those are the confirmed cases. Deaths, we're at 527,652 deaths. Again, deaths, 527,652 deaths. Back to the cases, because I know sometimes Mary said I go too fast. 29,456,377. Those are the cases. Recovered 20,003,325. 20,003,325 are recovered. So y'all, let's celebrate that recovery. All right, y'all, but get this, y'all. New Hampshire was the only state that has had increase. They had a hike of 4%. That's in New Hampshire. Now that people are relaxing their rules, New Hampshire has a 4% increase. Y'all, California remains the top with 187,913 new cases. But it's a little decrease from last week at 32%, but they still have all these cases. Y'all, Texas. Y'all know Texas. Texas, the people that, just we just gonna have a blast. We're gonna have a party, just everything open up, everything go back, no mask mandate. They the second state. They the number 2 state. They had 126,351 new positive tests. Hello, somebody. What? Hey, you gonna relax your standards? Hello, somebody. I won't be going to Texas. Y'all, New York is third. 93,651 new cases. Now, it's done decreased 12%, but they still got 93,000 new cases. Florida is fourth with 78,170 new cases. Now, they also had a decrease of 17%, but y'all talking the first, second, third, fourth. What? That's happening. All right, now these people are saying, don't say my name. These people are saying, don't say my name. I got to make it fun. I gave you all the heavy stuff. I got to make it fun now. People are saying, don't say my name. Y'all, BuzzFeed and Daily Mail is reporting that Rona, Karen, and Alexis, because I don't want to say it too loud, those people who are really named those names, they're having some challenges right now. They were given these names at birth, and they're having a hard time over the last few years. For example, we went from coronavirus. People were tired of saying the coronavirus or COVID-19. Y'all know we cut that thing down to the Rona. We cut it down to the Rona. Well, there's people, there's women whose name is Rona. And they're really having a problem with that. All right, John, we got the Karens. That's our middle-aged white woman who used their privilege to police ours and stuff that we're doing. So the Karens are saying, can y'all stop calling all these racist women Karens, because we're affecting the real Karens. And then we also have, and just listen, Alexa, play. See, she's not talking right now. But Alexis, if I were to say, Alexis, play gospel music, Alexis will play gospel music. So, and some of y'all's Alexis, some probably went off because I didn't call out her name. And Alexis saying, this virtual assistant named Alexis over Amazon, I can't even have my name. My name was a nice name. Now, everybody says Alexis, and everybody's Alexis will go off on their desk or in their office. So, y'all, they're saying, don't say my name out loud. All right, y'all, let me give y'all the countdown today. The countdown, not the countdown, just what it is. I turned on your Alexa there. See, I told y'all, and mine is still spinning over there, but whatever. Y'all, here's 20 organizations that support Black women. And she's not playing. Stop, Alexa. All right, see, I told y'all, that's what happens. That's what happens. And it's still playing again. Alexa, stop. See, that's what happens. That's what happens. All right, y'all, 20 organizations that support Black women. This is Pure Wow. I got a Pure Wow for these. And they're reporting that Black women in the U.S. are disproportionately affected by everything from pregnancy and childbirth-related deaths to gender pay gaps to HIV. As told by Malcolm X, the most disrespected person in America is a Black woman. I'm reading a quote, y'all. The most unprotected person in America is a Black woman. The most neglected person in America is a Black woman. So with that, I'm going to read y'all these 20 places that support Black women. It's Women's History Month. Y'all ready? The first one is Black Mamas Matter Alliance. Black Mamas Matter Alliance. That's one. And I'm going to put these in the thread too, in case y'all want to check it out. Number 2, the Loveland Foundation. The Loveland Foundation. Number 3, Buy from a Black Woman. These are all organizations. Number 3, Buy from a Black Woman. Number 4, the Black Girls Code. The Black Girls Code. Number 5, Girl Trek, and that's TREK. Number 6, the Foundation for Black Women's Wellness. Number 7, the National Black Women's Justice Institute. Number 8, the Black Woman's Health Imperative. 9, the Black Woman's Agenda. 10, the Black Woman's Blueprint. 11, Black Youth Project 100. 12, Girls for a Change. 13, the Okra Project. The 14, Black Girls Smile Incorporated. 15, LC Justice Group. 16, Marsha P. Johnson Institute. Number 17, the Black Feminist Group. Number 18, For the Girls, and that's GWORLS. 19, the Black Trans Travel Fund. Say that real fast. Number 20, the Black Trans Feminists in the Arts. So y'all, those are just 20. And again, we will put those in there with the link. And when I give you the link to Pure Wow, you'll be able to link on each one of those organizations. Check them out. We looked at all 20 of them, and all 20 of them are absolutely doing amazing things. So check them out. Check them out. And then on the thread today, if you have a Black girls organization or you are associated with one, please put that on the thread so we can highlight everybody. Y'all, just for the heck of it, because that's just what I do. Y'all, researchers found 3 glow-in-the-dark sharks. 3 of them. 3 glow-in-the-dark sharks. Yep. 3 3 glow-in-the-dark sharks off the east coast of New Zealand. I just gave that to y'all for the heck of it. All right, y'all, for the win. We're almost out of here. This is submitted by Jules, who is a part of the News in Motion family. Hello, Mike Nicholson. Hello, Tamara. Madam Gwendolyn Gardner was born September the 4th, 1938 in Dunbar, West Virginia, and later moved to Chicago, Illinois, where she completed high school. Again, for the win, her name is Madam Gwendolyn Gardner, and this was submitted by Jules, one of the News in Motion family members. She furthered her education at a technical college and became an internal image technician. After completing school, she married and had 2 children, a son and a daughter. The family moved to Columbus, Ohio in search of better opportunities and a simpler life from that of the South Side, Chicago, Illinois. Madam Gwendolyn Gardner, affectionately known as Mama Gigi, spent many years educating Blacks around Columbus, Ohio about the importance of connecting to their heritage that would keep her community ignorant about true beauty in the continent of Africa. Since 1980, Madam Gigi has made many trips touring various countries in North and South Africa. During these travels, she has gathered information that she shared freely in her communal circle about the African culture. There's so much more there. We're going to put the whole paragraph on the thread along with Madam Gwendolyn Gardner's picture. So shout out to her. She gets for the win. And thank you, Jules, for sending that in. All right, y'all, the inspirational message, Y'all, don't go at it alone. Do not go at it alone. Do not. Turn everything you do over to God, y'all. Don't go at it alone. Don't go at it alone. Listen, we all have a purpose and a gifting, and we all have something that God has called us to do in this season. But whatever you do, don't go at it alone. Now, there are times that you're just going to work it out where it's just you and God, and you're writing it down on paper. You're praying about it. You're saturating it in prayer. So just don't go at it alone, though. You know, you have that time where you steal away and you put it together, just you and Jesus. But at some point, he's going to begin to reveal other people to you to connect with. If nothing more, it's an accountability partner. Y'all, every last single one of us need an accountability partner. And many of us have more than one. Nawana Turner is my accountability partner when it comes to this whole weight stuff. Yeah, she is. There's something about her that inspires me that I'm like, I gotta flow with Nawana. So I've given her permission. Girl, check me. And she is being diligent. She ain't reaching out every day, but she's being diligent. Hey, just checking on you. That's an accountability partner. Myself and Latrice, we connect in many ways when it comes to business. Myself and Demia, we connect. Myself and Mike Nicholson, we connect. Myself and John Gordon. John Gordon knows stuff about me that none of y'all know about me. He and his wife, he checks me, and he has the permission to do that. Y'all, find that accountability partner. Me and Deborah Johnson, we're accountable to each other on some things. I won't reveal it because she's still working on it, and that's not my place to reveal it. But she and I are working on some things. You know, and it's like, hey, girl, what you doing with this? Hey, girl, don't leave that. I haven't heard you say anything about this. What's going on here? It's just accountability, y'all. Don't go at it alone. And don't feel that you have to give them all of your business. You don't have to do that. You just want somebody to say, I give you permission to check me. I give you permission to encourage me. I give you permission, you fill in the blank. Y'all, don't go at it alone. Going back to what I said earlier today, the only way we're going to be able to come together in a tribal communal way is that we become transparent with each other. Yeah, accountability is key. That we become transparent with each other. Where we say, okay, I'm having a hard time over here. So, okay, we're trying to collectively get PPP. And don't forget, y'all, the expires for small businesses is coming up before they open it up to everybody. I believe that's Saturday. See, y'all, that's accountability. Letting you know, okay, y'all, don't sleep on this. Don't sleep on this. This is about to close. The window of opportunity for us is about to close. Now, we can still apply later, but now more people are going to be on the table. So somebody to be accountable, like, where's your business plan? I don't care if it is a side hustle. I don't care if it's a freelance. What's your mission? What's your purpose? What's your vision? What's your budget? Do you have a zero budget? Now, understand a zero budget operates differently than a budget that's completed, that you have some sort of money that you're working with. How many clients do you need this month? Y'all, that's just, and you don't have to answer that, but you have that accountability person that's asking you these tough questions. They're looking at your website saying, okay, I like that, but maybe you need to pull off some of this text so that people will spend more time on your website. Don't have a website, you have a Facebook business page. Okay, how are you going to operate that, y'all? Don't go at it alone. If somebody on here saying, well, you know, I'm getting ready to run for an office. Okay, what can we do to help you run for an office? What do you need? You need donors? Well, I know about 5 people. I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying this is how this works. I know about 5 people I can send your way. What's your platform? Well, I don't know if that's your platform, and here are the reasons why. But again, you want an accountability person who knows you and who you're giving permission to speak into your life. Y'all, that's the difference. Y'all, there's so much we can unpack here, but just don't go at it alone. And here's the most important group of people that everyone needs. Your prayer partners. Your prayer partners. I have 12. And they're not all here in Columbus. They're not all here in the United States. I have 12. And I send to them the prayer requests that I have, whether that's daily or weekly. Hey, y'all need these prayer requests out here. This is what's happening. This is what I need. And they pray for me. And they communicate with each other. That's the most important piece of the puzzle that you need. And that's prayer partners, whatever it is you're doing. So Mary, you were talking about your organization. And I know you have some prayer warriors. But get yourself some designated accountability prayer partners for your organization. Start there. Start there. Look for new donors and new funders, Mary. Start there. Find another way to do what you're doing. Maybe it's $1 a month. Maybe you have different commitment levels. Maybe you have a membership. And y'all, I'm giving this to Mary, but y'all can write this down too. Hello, somebody. So go ahead and write this down. Who are the people that are coming to you? Who's their connection? Can you also utilize your people who are coming to you? Can they also help raise funds for you? And don't automatically say no, because they may know the people that can help raise funds. The story basis, writing stories. And you were saying the other day about Liza Scott, that you hear those stories all the time. Take those stories, put it in a book, sell the book, make those stories become a part of the devotional. Of course, you got to get permission from them to put the stories in there, but you sell that book, you sell that magazine. That's how you do it. Do a collaborative book project where you have people writing their cancer stories from all over the world. And then you take that book, and what a book may be $9.99, maybe you're going to sell it for $19.99 because $10 of that is going to go back to the organization. See, that's how you have to think about the business and the things that you're doing. You have to expand that mindset. All right, y'all, that's all I have. I am Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. Today is Thursday, March the 4th, 2021. Y'all know what I say. Do me a favor, y'all. Stay well. And remember to make some moves.